Howdy do and hello you good folks out there. Welcome back to a new DAS video. It's been a while since the last time I posted a video. It's just because I've been busy with work and daily stuff, you know. I just haven't gotten to it, so sorry for that. But I promise it will get better from now on. Christmas is just around the corner and spring as well soon, and it will be a new year and there will be a lot more days off from work and whatnot, so there will be a lot more time to make good videos for you guys, so stay tuned for that. It will get better from now on, so again, sorry for that. But anyway, enough about that. Today I want to like I said in the last one, kind of continue from this one. This is the last one we did with Freya HD, and I kind of said that it would be fun to continue this, and that's what we're gonna do. So I have a plan, a scene ready in my head. I have a plan in my head, so hopefully it will go as planned, but you never know. Things can happen, problems can happen, but that's the fun part of it, you know. So yeah, so we're gonna work our way up from start to finish until we have a ready to render scene, so, and all that kind of stuff like we usually do. So that's gonna be fun. So if that's something you thinks is interesting and sounds fun as well, sit back and enjoy. Grab a cup of coffee or your favorite beverage or whatever and sit back and enjoy. And at the same time, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, you know, had to help out the channel to grow and support me and all that kind of stuff, you know, the drill. So I appreciate it, you know. But anyway, enough about that. I just had to say it just because I can. but yeah, so let's get going and stop yabbing, and I will get the DAS studio ready, and I will see you folks in there. Alrighty then, we are in. Where do we start? We have a blank scene, as you can see. Nothing at all. We're starting blank with nothing. All I did was to go into NVIDIA Array and back to texture shaded, just to get those two ready and that stuff ready, you know. But so that's all I did. But yeah, first off, what we're gonna do is to get the characters ready, I should say. But we're gonna start by the first scene I did with the first few of this series, I should say. I kind of lost it because it was on my old PC, but the last one we did, Freya, I have that ready, so I'm gonna load up that. I'm just gonna drop it in, boom, like that, and it's loading. So, you know, in a few seconds it will be ready, and boom, there you go. We have the scene here. I'm just gonna one tip for you guys: if you struggle by doing this and this and whatnot to find what you need, there's a thing that you can do, and that is to press that thing so it's green, and this thing, the navigator tool or whatever it's called. So with that you can just hold down the left mouse button and you can do like this, and the WASD buttons, you can use that to navigate like this. So that's pretty cool. So that's pretty cool. Just it's so much easier to navigate, and you can explore and all that kind of stuff. That thing is not there. I didn't save it after I did that, so that's a little bit annoying. But we don't need that anyway. But anyway, so that's just a tip for you guys, and you can of course press the character and do like that, lock onto it. Much easier. Just a tip. So all you do is press that thing and that thing. But anyway, enough about that. We're not going to use this one, so that's one we're gonna delete that. Just gonna zero out this. All I want is just the character, because I'm gonna zero it out like so. I think it's about 0. I didn't, just because I didn't say you can save it as character preset and wearable preset. I didn't do that. I just saved it as a scene. So yeah, but I just wanted the character, but now I have it, so we're good. I'm just gonna zero out the pose like so. Now we have the character ready, so I don't have to spend a bunch of times to recreating the character, because you kind of saw me do that in the last one. So we're not going to do that. We're going to use it, so that's all ready to go. But I didn't save the last. I'm going to have in one more character, and that we have to build it up again now, because I didn't save the last one I did, and that is the. I'm gonna load it up and we'll see who it is. And it is this thing, HH Scarlet, that we did use in the first one in this series, I should say. So we're gonna make her again, because I didn't save it, because it was on my other PC, my old one, like I said. So I have a scene, I have the picture ready, it's this thing, so we're gonna build it like similar to this. So if I see if I can make it as like this as possible. So let's just start with the hair. Let's see, I'm just gonna find it here first. I think it is that one, if I remember correctly. I think that's the one. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. But the color is brownish. Medium brown. I have to click it. Let's see. It's not the correct color, so we're gonna change it. Maybe it's dark blonde. I think it's dark blonde, so we're gonna use that. I think we're good. And see how it looks. I'm not happy with that, so I think I'm gonna head on out from iReview. And I think I'm gonna go with dome only, and let's find a good one. Yeah, that's better. I think I found a good one, this one, and we're gonna have some depth of field as well and whatnot. I think I am pretty happy with that. Maybe or should I make it a little bit dark, maybe like it's nighttime. Now I'm thinking, and we have the lights are from that fire. That would be kind of cool. So let's see what I can find here. Okay, I found one with some stars and bright lights. So let's find that bluish tint to it. I say this. Not a little bit too much. There you go, and it looks a little bit dark now, but I'm gonna fix that. Texture shaded. Now I'm just testing that stuff. I just have an idea, so let's find this one. Campfire. Bottom. And then gonna have a point light like so. See, point light that I have on like so. It's out of camera view, so I'm gonna campfire plus the point light. I'm gonna go to create new group and boom. Let's call it campfire like so, and then we can move it a little bit closer to them. So, just so it out of camera view. Oh yeah. Campfire. Let's see. So now it's barely out of view. And then the point light, let's say have it orange-ish. Pretty orange. That's maybe a little bit too much. Maybe like that, and then we go. Let's go 4500 ish now. 100 meter off, and I then have a disk, a spare. Maybe. Point light. I'm just thinking here. Point light is good enough. Let's say 10,000. Just to start with. Let's see where that goes. By review. I'll plan for another light source. A little too much. 800 to 1000. Let's go 500. I'm gonna move it a little bit back, further back as well. Yeah, that's good. So now let's go out of texture. No, out of iRemain, I mean to say. There you go. Let's see. Where is the the fire? Campfire there. Let's move it a little bit out, further out, like so. I think that's good. So I'll go to Scarlet, and then I think I'm gonna have a light from inside of the tent, like the tent is lit up. See, go and then somewhere in the middle-ish. Bottom. Like so. That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. There, and boom. There you go, that's good. Let's see. Let's go 5,000. On that one, having a little bit of a tint, yellowish tint to it. So maybe, and then let's go 10,000 and see what that looks like in iReview. While that is loading, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. There you go. I think that's good. Now you can see the light from the tent. Put it on 150k, and then I think I'm gonna add one more actually. Let's go out of iReview, like so, and then I have another plan. So let's see. I think let's see. The tent, where was the other tent? That the other tent stood like here-ish. So what I think I'm gonna do is to let's say Freya, she's coming out of like here-ish. If I put a spotlight right here, like so, and then here-ish, not a spotlight, I mean a point light. That's way too high. Way too high. Like so, ish. Like so, maybe. Then it's open. No, wait a second. thinking here. Like so. And then I delete that, and then I'm gonna add a spotlight. And instead I'm gonna use that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. That. And I'm gonna go into that spotlight. Let's see, where is it? I'm gonna maybe like maybe here-ish. How's that? Let's see. That's about the position. Maybe a little bit to the left. Like so, maybe. And maybe a little even more that way. And let's point it at a little bit like so. And see the light. 150. Let's leave it at that and go to iReview and see how it looks. I went back to that one and let's see. We're gonna have it the same as that one, I think. 5,150k. 5,000. It's a little bit further away, so let's bump it up to 200 and see how that looks. We can cheat a little bit. Put it closer, and we can do it like, let's say, go there. Point at, let's see, point at, and we go to Scarlet and accept and see how that looks in iReview. I think that's fine. I think I'm pretty happy with that. And there you can see the lights coming from the other tent. And see the light from the fire, and you see the light inside that one. So they both are kind of lit up, but we're not going to be too much because of the it's dark, it's nighttime. But I think I'm happy with that. But let's go out of that and go to that. Close to those, so go to that one, and then we're gonna see if I can position the feet, because those are, she's on her toes. Let's go to 0. Same with that. Like so, and then close. There it's down to the ground. Like so. Like, you're not gonna see the feet, so it's not that biggie, but it was annoying. So now we can position the camera a little bit better and see if I can go to camera. Headlamp is off. And see the depth of field, let's see, who should I stay in focus on? That's, I don't know. Let's see how it looks. There you go. I changed it a little bit, so I had to focus on her, and she will be slightly out of focus because I kind of want, she's gonna see the silhouette of her coming. And I kind of want the background to be out of focus, kind of, but I think I'm starting to get pretty happy with it. The light from that tent, and I think we're good. There's no need to do any simulations or anything. I think we're good on that part. So all I'm gonna do now is to press the render button like so, and boom, like that. It is rendering. It just started 49 seconds ago. It's up to 12% already, so this will take no time at all. So I'm gonna let this run, and I will catch up to you guys when the render is all ready, and we'll do the work after that. It will just be a moment, so see you when it's done. All right, it is finally done. This is how it looks, and I say finally done. And the thing is, it started very good up to but by the way, before I say anything, I kind of stopped it at first, and I started it again because I had to change something, and that is this sword. It was pointed that way, so I just twisted it around a little bit so it's pointing that way so we can see it a little bit better. So, and then I started it again, so that's what I changed. But like the first, like you saw it, it started off really quick and went up just in a couple of minutes, 2 minutes or 2 or 3 minutes or so, it went up to 70%, like boom. And then when it got up to 70%, then it kind of stopped, and it stayed at 70% for a little while, and until it finally continued. And continued, and then until it was finished at 100%. So it all in all, it took 1 hour and 36 minutes for this to finish. So I don't know why it stopped at it was very slow after 70%. I don't know why, but I guess it is because this is not the main DAS studio. This is just a temporary one. I guess that's the reason why. But anyway, it is done, and this is the result. So we're gonna save it, and we're gonna do the do some minor changes on it. Sorry, and all that. So I had to yeah, let's, what should we call it? Freya, let's say Freya and Scarlet, something like that. That's good enough. So save it. Boom. Like so. Save. And there it is. The final render. Not the final, but this is just the raw material without any changes to it. I haven't done anything. This is just as it came out. So now what we're gonna do now is to let's see, open it up in Paint. There. There's some minor changes I need to do. Just some minor ones. This thing was annoying. So let's see if I can do that. I can fix it, no problem whatsoever. Let's see, like so. And then go to that one. Selection, content at aware fill. Very handy tool. I don't, just Google it and you will find it. Very handy tool indeed. Go boom. Sometimes you might have to do it several times. And boom, like so. Easy peasy, very cheesy. Like so. And there's one here. There, like so. I think that's all the clip there is. I think that's it. That was a little bit big. try that, use that one, just go to 10. There you go, now you can see it. And save it. There you go, now it's changed. That's just the leg, so that's... Well, if you change that because it was annoying. Just... Can use that. A little bit smaller. 6 maybe. There we go. There you go. Now it's better. So now I'm gonna open it up in GIMP. And there you go. And then we're gonna do the same thing that we always do. Click twice here. Color. Desaturate. Desaturate. Click OK. Don't change anything. Leave it on luminance. Luminance. Whatever it's called. Color. Invert. Filters. Blur. Gaussian blur. Leave it 150 and that, and then you click and hold up to 10.5 on both and click OK. And then you go to opacity, click 25, enter, right click, merge down, normal, scroll all the way down until you find grain merge. Then you go to opacity again, 50, enter, and boom, voila. Before and after. You see how the color pops out. Even at the sky it gets a little bit darker. So I'm happy with that. But I'm not done yet. I'm gonna save it. We go to File, Export As. Then I can go to Save it there wherever I want. And then you save it as, I said I'm gonna save it as JPEG. And boom. And export. Don't change anything here. Boom. Like so. Then I'm gonna see if there's anything in color balance we can change. Go to blue, a little bit of bluish tint. Maybe a little bit of green. Let's see how that looks. Not a whole lot of change difference, but I just tried, but I'm gonna open it in Paint. There you go. Click there, there, and there, and let's give it a bluish tint. There-ish. And then Then I go there and boom, and let's see. There you go. I think I'm happy with as it is. I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna open up a picture here, which is this one, and then I'm gonna go like so, copy that and paste it over here. And after I have made a new layer like so, I have sneeze coming up like so. And then paste it, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste. Like so. Let's see. There. There. And there. There, like so. And then we're gonna go with this tool. That's good enough. Like so. So find the legs. Like so. See, which one is it? There. Got it. Didn't work. That's why. Like so, and cut it up. Let's find the legs where it is. That's here. So, and cut it like so. So I think that's good. And then each of them layers, I'm gonna tone it down. Let's say to like, let's see, 100. And I'm going to do that each layer, like so. I bumped it down to 70, so you can barely see it. There's some dust particles. That's the idea here. So it's a little bit dusty, sand, dust, whatever I like to call it. So there you go. I think I'm happy with that. I think I'm pretty happy with that. So let's save it up and see how it looks, the final result. And voila, boom, there it is, the final result. And I am pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with the result. Maybe a little bit bright here, but let's say it's from the tent there. There's a lantern or something hanging here, and the bright orange light, that is from for you guys, at least for you guys that know, is from the fire that's burning down here. And you see the light that I added here, you see it reflects on her body there as well. So I kind of gave that light here so we could shed some light on her. So we kind of needed that. Only thing, maybe the shadow is a little bit, I don't know, but I'm happy with it results. So there you go. So yeah. So hopefully you learned something out of this one, and you had fun and you enjoyed it. It was fun as usual to make my idea come to life. It went well. It was kind of how I imagined it to be. So, and it worked out marvelous. It worked out fine. So that's wonderful. So the idea, the story is like the first one you saw with her by the water, and you saw the ruins in the background. She came to this area. She saw that oasis or whatever you call it, the water, and she settled down and she put up the tent. And that woman behind it, she was staying. She saw her coming, and it's her territory. So she's like, you're not from here. You're not gonna stay here. You need to go away and whatnot. So that's why she doesn't like it. She has to go down to her and confront her, and yeah. So here she is now. She's coming down to her, and yeah, that's where it is. That's, yeah, you know the drill. That's how it is. And then she doesn't know, so she sees her coming. She doesn't expect the thing, and she's surprised that who is she? What is she doing here and whatnot? You see the look in her face. She looks kind of angry. and she's surprised. So that's the idea. That's the idea. Well, and let me know in the comment section down below if that's interesting, if you want me to follow up on this and make another one and follow up and see where this leads it and whatnot. Make it into a storyline or a series or whatever you like to call it. I don't know. I know I have an idea in my head. Now I'm thinking about if that's something that sounds interesting. Maybe I'm thinking about, I don't know, making a series from start, making a small storyline series where you make a renders from make a render and make a story from like this, and you make it into a series. And when you follow up, make see how the story progresses and whatnot. Can have a lot of fun. We can use maybe we can use like RenPy or something. I have used RenPy, so I know how to do it. Well, maybe you can use RenPy and make some fun out of it. I don't know. I have a lot of. I'm gonna work on that idea a little bit more. So just something I have been thinking about. Maybe I'm gonna work on that idea and make up something interesting. I have an idea in my head. I have a plan. But anyway, enough about that. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, press that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe if you like. And if you have some tips, tricks, comments, all that good stuff, post that down there in the comment section. And if you want to watch all the other videos that I've made on my channel, you find everything that you need to know about on my YouTube profile. Some of it down in the description and on the screen here in just a second. So with that being said, I think I will see you good folks in the next video. So whenever that might be. So stay tuned for that. I promise I'm not gonna wait let it be too long before there's another one. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Peace out.